Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. And today I got another review, the Disney Mickey Mouse LED wireless speaker. And you can find this probably on the Disney website if they still sell it. Not too sure about that, but I picked this up at Five Below. Didn't cost much at all. The typical, I forget the exact amount. I think it was like $8, $7 to $8 or so. But this, I gotta be honest with you, I was kind of worried at first about the quality of sound, but the fact that it's coming from Disney.com kind of makes me think that, you know, they are going to do some type of quality control for their products. Maybe, you never know. But anyway, we have 1.5 to 2 hours of battery life. It also takes that amount of time to charge, depending on, you know, how much you use it. Bluetooth 5.3, so pretty current, up to date. Does have USB-C. The typical 32.8 range, so let's just round it off to like 32, just to be safe in terms of Bluetooth range. And that's pretty much it. No water resistance or anything like that, so don't take this to the beach with you. It's more for aesthetics and just, you know, how it looks. Probably more than how it sounds, but, you know, just cross our fingers. Anyway, let's get right into this review and see if it's worth purchasing. Alrighty, so you know what's funny? They actually have different versions of these at Five Below. There's one was Maleficent, that's how you say her name, and instead of the Mickey, it would be her face, but it's actually cut out in the shape of her head. This is a little bit different because it's Mickey. And I figure, you know, it's Mickey Mouse. Everyone knows who Mickey Mouse is. It's the most popular character. There also is another one with Ursula, so they're cut differently, but they all fit the same way. So here's the piece right here. This is actually pretty cool, man. Like, it's nice to get little stuff at stores. You know, it might be a little cheesy stuff to us as adults, but to kids, you know, it can mean the world. You know, they'll get something nice they can put on their nightstand. It lights up. It's nice that they have little toys like this at Five Below. Well, technically it's not a toy, it's a Bluetooth speaker. So right here we have the instructions, which we'll take a look at in a moment. USB-C, as you can see. Like I always say to you guys, your regular USB-C cables will more likely work on these products. Just watch what type of wall outlet you use. I have 65 watt chargers that I use, and I don't think you should be using that for something like this. It probably only takes about maybe a 5 to 10 watt maximum. But you know, to each their own. Most people don't have 65 watt chargers. That's more like a OnePlus, Oppo, and other companies. Anyway, no physical buttons that I see right here. You have the on button in the back, and you just have the charger port, and I'm assuming, I don't know what this is. I got this little circle right here is probably to let you know that this Bluetooth speaker is actually on. So as soon as you turn it on, here we go. This little light will, you know, don't mind the camera. Let me not do that again. That might make somebody go blind. But anyway, we just place this inside, and boom, it reflects the color, and you can see the Mickey Mouse right here. So just to kind of give you guys an idea how it looks in the dark, there you go. See, pretty cool looking actually. All right, so I definitely like this. Like I said, I do apologize for the lighting and everything. There's nothing I could do about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off for now. And like I said, it looks pretty cool. It was pretty obvious that, like I said earlier in the video, that because this is Disney, that the quality is going to be a lot better, because they probably sold this at one point at Disneyland for like $40, if we're being honest, but it finally made its way to Five Below. But let's go on to the next section and learn how to actually sync this to a headset. Well, to a device. Alrighty guys, so like most Bluetooth headsets, the sync process should be very simple. I'm going to explain it. Matter of fact, I'm not going to explain it. I'm going to do this for you. So you turn the device on from the back. There you go. I'm sure y'all caught that. You go ahead, go to the Bluetooth, and you go to pair new device. Now it's going to change depending on what kind of Bluetooth or what kind of device you're using. If it's not AirPods, an iPhone, a tablet, if it's a PC, the search procedure is going to be a tad bit different, but still, click it on, automatically syncs on its own. There's no physical buttons, and it actually been popped up. It's the first option, Bluetooth Disney LED speakers. We're gonna go ahead and click that. I'm going to allow for the call history. Why not? Oh, I didn't press cancel by mistake. My bad, guys. Hit pair. There we go. It's that simple. You don't have to worry about anything else. Just a very clean and smooth transaction. Yeah, transition. There we go. That works too. And the most important part coming up. how does it actually sound in real time? That's what you're here for. And for anyone that made it to the part of the video without skipping anything, there are timestamps in the description for you guys that are a little more impatient. All right, guys, so the music I'm about to play right now is YouTube friendly music. And also understand that off screen, before I did this part of the video, I did play other songs so I can give you a more of an accurate assessment of how good the actual sound is. Now, remember, I am not Dr. Dre, I am not Kanye West. I'm just a dude that likes buying things, but likes to hold on to things that sound good. So hopefully you take my opinion seriously. So the first I want to play is Warzone, so you can just hear like the violin and the instruments and see how well it meshed together with the bass. Oh, let's see. Sounds pretty clear, actually. Turn it up to the maximum. Okay. The max volume isn't anything out of the ordinary, if we're being honest here. Let me just give you, I'm going to play another song, of course, that has vocals, the second one. But when I heard the instruments come on, I automatically knew that this wasn't a very powerful speaker. You could tell that even though it's very clear, don't get me wrong, if you was to purchase this, obviously you can get a better speaker for the $10 price tag at Five Below, in my opinion, in terms of bass and how loud it can get. But this is actually very, very clear. It reminds me of a pair of AirPods. Let me explain. Regular AirPods, right? Before when they first came out, it didn't have crazy, insane amounts of bass, but across the board, it sounded very, very clear. The audio was clear, the volume was clear, the voice was clear. You know, everything's clear. It was like a jack of all trades, but a master of none. And that's how this is. If you are expecting crazy bass, it's not there, but you're also not going to be disappointed. It's not breaking up. It's not struggling to produce the quality of sound that you're used to hearing. It just doesn't have the drivers and the oomph to make it feel like, you know, like you can really get into the groove of the song that you're listening to. But it's actually very, very clear. I tried listening to the Rory and Maul podcast, Joe Budden podcast. It was one more. I think it was to Be Better podcast, whatever it was. But the point is that the vocals came out very, very clear. Now I'm going to play another song for you guys, and I want to show you the fact that the vocals do sound very good. Which his voice comes on. Now there's better songs I could have chose, but this is YouTube friendly, so I'll get my monetization. Good quality. Here we go. See, the voices are very clear. This is a pretty good speaker, man. I like it. So far, the quality of sound is actually very, very good. All right, let me pause it now. So again, I want to say that this was between the price of $7 to $8. I don't think it was $10. It might have been. I don't remember because it's I bought it a while ago. I want to say I bought this within the last 3 or 4 days, and I've just been like testing it out, sitting on my computer desk when I'm at work, things like that, just to see how good it is. And again, I don't expect this to break any barriers. You know, for me, if you're an Ursula fan or if you're like a Disney villainous fan, the other ones are pretty good pieces just to have, just for a display case, if we're being completely honest here, to say that you had something. You may never even use it, you just might be a collector. I still think this is cool for collecting, because I could just place it down like this and then put a little Disney toy in front of the speaker and just make like a little showcase out of it. It really depends on what you want to do. But obviously this is a Bluetooth. And again, I don't expect this to sound better than JLab. I don't expect it to sound better than JBL. I don't expect any of those things. My expectations was just the sound that I'm getting, where it's good enough. It sounds clear and you won't be disappointed, but you also won't be wild. So it's like, it is what it is. And again, you can take it with you if you want to. You don't. It's not like you are forced to carry this piece with you. Like, you're not forced to carry this with you, though. That's what makes the product special in the first place. So if you're buying it strictly for music quality, not so much. It can only fill up a small room, but hopefully you guys, I kind of explained it earlier how it sounds, and I just was beating a dead horse at this point. But anyway, it doesn't sound bad. It's not a horrible speaker, but it's also not the greatest in the world. So keep that in mind. So in all, to answer the question whether this is worth purchasing, I'm going to go ahead and say yes, it is. And here's the reasons why. Even though I explained in this video that it doesn't have the best sound in the world in terms of volume, the clarity is there. This is a very clear speaker. I didn't have any breakage. I didn't have any disconnectivity issues since I've used it. Of course, to each person varies. If you're using a particular phone, a particular device, something that might have iffy Bluetooth you may not be aware of, your experience is going to be a little bit different. But in terms of quality of sound, this is actually pretty decent. It doesn't excel in anywhere. It's just average across all boards. The bass doesn't pick up too much. The vocals on it are definitely the best. Like if you're listening to instruments, like in the music section that you heard here, it's very pronounced and very clear. You have that 1.5 to 2 hour battery life, depending if you use it between 50 to 100% of the maximum volume. And that does make a difference on any device that you use out loud, especially for speakerphone. No IP rating or anything like that. Does use USB-C. I believe I showed you guys where the charger port was on the back right here. So, it's not bad. It's not a bad speaker at all, but it's also nothing to write home about. Like I said before, it's like one of those Disney attraction things where you just take it home. They probably would charge you $20, $30, $40 for it at Disney World. But because this is an older product, I'm assuming it made its way through the rounds and eventually Five Below got it. And we're getting the savings. And so if someone likes Mickey Mouse, Ursula, or and like I said before, the Ursula one is a different shape. Instead of it being like this, it's actually cut out to the shape of their head, and then it places in there in a color change. I think one is Ursula's purple, Maleficent, I don't know how to say her name. I forget what color she is, but it does vary. But anyway, like and subscribe, guys, and I will see you in the next video. If you have any questions, like always, I will try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. It's just, marriage, work, a second YouTube channel. I'm posting videos every day on my secondary channel. It's a lot to do. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, be safe.